Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. So, how many of you know about George Weah, the legendary footballer? He took over the presidency of Liberia in 2018 after beating the vice president there by 62%, I think, of the votes. So he won by a landslide. What has it that George Weah has lost after serving for only one term? And in this one term, George Weah got 49.08%, whereas Joseph Boakai, who is the former vice president whom he beat back then, scooped 50 point something point, I think 9 there, percent of the votes, and thereby winning the elections of Liberia. So why am I bringing this narrative? Honorable George Peter Kaluma shared something on his ex-handler, and the tweet that Honorable George Peter Kaluma shared, if you are very keen, he was directing this tweet to the current regime. But first, let's go through the tweet that Honorable George Peter Kaluma shared. This is what he said. Update. Liberia's celebrity and incumbent President George Weah, who faced heavy criticism for corruption, has lost elections to his opponent, a 78-year-old former vice president named Joseph Boakai. And he goes further to say, this is the first opposition victory in the nation's modern democratic history. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this tweet from Peter Kaluma. Most people have talked about George Weah being a one-term president, and also most have said that there's a similarity between George Weah and William Samoei Ruto, in that one, both of them, if you looked at their campaigns, they rode to power kwa sababu ya ahadi nyingi. Most of them, you know, that is the first similarity. The second similarity, both of them have the support of the US. So now this is where it gets pretty interesting, because now George Weah, if you look at the photo, and I'm sharing a photo there, you can check that photo. George Weah is with Joe Biden, you know, and looking at it very well, that picture, unaona George Weah and Biden, the bromance there, ni kama ni watu wamezoeana sana, you know. So the problem here is this, that George Weah has, after one term, suffered a defeat, whereas in the country, William Ruto is also facing almost similar or more than George Weah's criticisms, that the level of corruption, the lack of priority to Kenyans issues, kwa sababu unaona kwamba mambo mengi sana serikali iliyoko mamlakani inakeuka ile mkataba ilikuwa na wananchi. Wale wananchi ambao waliwapigia wakati ule walipiga kwa sababu walikuwa na ahadi nyingi sana walikuwa wamepewa. Some of them, those who voted, had hope, you know, they had their hopes in this regime. But looking at what is happening now, those people who voted for them, now their hopes are zimepotea kabisa. So that's why you find that even the people voted for George Weah back then, because 62% of the votes that were counted zilienda kwa George Weah. Hizo ni nyingi. Winning by 62% margin, that means it is almost 3/4 of the country imekupigia yote. That means you've won by a landslide. I think even what Kibaki got in 2002 was not even 62%, if I'm not wrong, and but Kibaki also won by a landslide, but it was not 62%. I think if my facts are correct, but you can correct me below the comment section there. Perhaps if my figures are not tallying with with the reality. But so the thing here is that the current regime, hata baada ya viongozi wenzao kumwelezea rais aliyo mamlakani kwamba unaanguka, unaumia, unafanya A, unafanya B, they still don't get it. That's why someone like Cosmo Choy, and Cosmo Choy is one of the followers of William Ruto. Just check the video regarding what Cosmo Choy said.
Nitakufa na wewe kabisa mpaka mwisho. Sitakukana kama Petro alikana Yesu, hapana. Mtukufu rais, vile unajua mimi ninapenda ukweli na nakupenda kabisa. Vitu hapa nje sio mzuri. Watu wamenaramika sana. Watu wanaramika vibaya. Taxes, usuru lazima watu watoe ndio pate pesa ndio. Aswa hapa diaspora sana sana hapa Amerikani wengi wanaramika. Chura ila nyongezo, watu wamesaa watoto wakienda nyumbani ati lazima watoto wetu wakue walipe pesa fulani ndio wakue season, na ichakuwa hivyo. Watu wamelalamika sana. Mtukufu rais, mtukufu rais, mtukufu rais, ninakwambia ukweli. Hakuna mtu anaweza kukuambia ukweli kama mimi Cosmo Choy, sababu mimi nakupenda kabisa kwa roho yangu yote. Nyamutyo kama ndugu yangu, my brother, vitu haiko nzuri hapa. Masemechi yangu, wale ambao wanakupenda kabisa, ukisikia vitu haiko mzuri, mambo iko mbaya. Hii miaka 4, tafuta vitu mbili ufanyie wa Kenya ila watakumbuka. Tafuta namna. Saa hii ground iko mbaya. Na sio uongo. Nakwambia tuko na time, tunaweza change vitu. Lakini kura itishwe saa hii, mtukufu rais, utakunywa maji. Utaanguka, utashindwa kabisa. Leo hivi vile tunaongea, kura itishwe saa hii, utashindwa. Haki ya Mungu, Nyasaye ajali kende. Ninakwambia vizuri. Tungali tuko na 4 years, utarekebisha vitu. Usitanganye na mtu mwingine. Advice si mtu akwambia hapana. Mimi shika my advice. Kama brata yako mwenye anakupenda, kufa na kupona. Watu kama county ya Meru, nimekwambia udissolve county ya Meru. Wale watu
Yes, so that's what Cosmo Choy told William Samoei Ruto. I came across that video yesterday before getting wind of the fact that George Weah conceded defeat. So first I came across that video from Cosmo Choy, and I said Cosmo Choy is a staunch supporter of William Ruto, but he has told William Ruto that wewe utakuwa one term. That should be scary. Wewe utakuwa one term because the people are not with you. So probably this is what could have been wakati huo George Weah akiwa president. Maybe his individual alikuwa ameelezewa pia yeye, but because he rose by populist politics, aliona kwamba yeye bado atashinda, whether they like it or not, atashinda. So probably George Weah could have labda alikuwa amedharau wao watu wananchi wake, akawa ignore, just like what we are experiencing right now. Because if politicians have been telling the William Ruto that kuna haribika kwa ground, but William Ruto still insists that sio time ya kukumbushana about kuna haribika, ni time ya kufanya kazi. That means he knows that he will win the elections. So mind you, there is also talk that George Weah is the first president to serve one term here in Africa. I don't know if that's true, but that's hiyo ndio kitu imesemekana, to be beaten by an opposition. Remember, Kenya has a history that is the first country in Africa for an election of an incumbent to be nullified. Maybe Kenya will have a history also to be the second country in Africa to unseat an incumbent. It is possible. So even if Biden is a friend of George Weah, he could not support George Weah, because probably he could have seen that maybe George Weah was not doing according to the standards, you know. So probably because of corruption and the like. So here in Kenya, we know the support of Biden is still here, sana, but we don't know whether in a re-election move Biden will still support the country or the country's president, that we don't know about. But what has happened in Liberia has probably sent shock to Kenya, especially the Kenyan government. The reality that they can be unseated imejitokeza, and imejitokeza sana, because that's why you find that now, like today, William Ruto was in Kirinyaga probably to talk about unga imeshuka, unga imeshuka. These people are talking about unga only. It's as if tunakula unga peke yake. So the fact that these people are finding themselves on the defensive, trying to convince the people that they've actually delivered on certain things kama unga peke yake. Because I understand unga wanasema imeshuka. Then I went further and seen that wameshukisha calls, rates are coal by some cents. All these are only pointing to the fact that there is misplaced priority and that the people in KK are already panicking. Do you think the KK government is already panicking? Just tell us below the comment section whether you believe that they are panicking and that they might be a one-term, they might only serve in one term. Just tell us below the comment section regarding that. Now, to those people who are watching this channel for the first time, or if you are a regular viewer, please, and you've not subscribed, please just take a moment and subscribe to this channel. Give this video a like and don't forget to hit the notification bell. To those who have supported us by liking, sharing, or subscribing to our channel, I'd like to say that I'm forever grateful for that support, because without you, this channel cannot grow. So until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.